Welcome to AI Brief, episode 155. This is your deep dive into, well, the whirlwind that is AI development.
Absolutely. We're here to kind of cut through that noise for you.
I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah. We've looked at a bunch of sources to give you that shortcut, keep you informed on this whole landscape.
And today, quite a mix. We're digging into Anthropic adding voice to Claude, finally.
Right. And this startup, SpAItial, trying to build 3D worlds with AI, super ambitious.
Then there's this study on how AI might learn reasoning using self-confidence. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, and we'll round it out with some other, interesting updates and a look at some new tools that are trending.
Okay, let's dive right into today's new updates then.
First off, Anthropic, they've been a bit of a holdout, but now Claude is getting voice capabilities.
Yeah, makes them one of the last major labs to jump in on voice.
And it's not just basic text-to-speech. It's launching in beta, starting with English users pretty soon, running on their Sonnet 4 model.
The goal seems to be that natural flow, right? Switching between speaking and typing easily.
Exactly. 5 voice options, real-time transcription as you go, that kind of thing.
And for paid users, there's Google Workspace integration, so accessing calendars, docs, Gmail with voice commands.
That's the plan. Free users get like 20, 30 voice messages a month. Paid users get significantly higher limits, as they put it.
So, okay, they added voice. Is this just ticking a box? Or is there more to it?
Well, yes and no. On one level, sure, it's catching up. But the why it matters part is now that pretty much all the big players have voice, the competition isn't if you have it.
It's how good it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Latency, how smooth the integrations are, the quality of the model underneath. It really makes you realize how limited something like Siri feels now.
Yeah, it highlights the AI behind the voice.
Okay, moving from language to, well, building worlds. SpAItial, new startup from Matthias Niesner, who co-founded Synthesia.
Synthesia, the AI video company. Right.
Yeah.
And SpAItial's goal is huge.
Right.
AI systems to create interactive 3D environments from text or images.
And the tech they're talking about is called Spatial Foundation Models, SFMs. The key idea is these models understand 3D space natively. Geometry, physics, materials.
Not just flat images.
Right. They've got a strong team, people from Synthesia, Google, Meta, experts in 3D AI, neural rendering.
And early demos are showing like photorealistic rooms just from text prompts.
That's what they're showing. Potential uses are, well, everywhere. Gaming, construction, VR, robotics, anywhere 3D matters.
Creating whole interactive 3D worlds from words. I mean, AI got good at text and 2D images, but why is 3D such a bigger leap?
That's precisely the challenge. 3D isn't just pixels, it's spatial relationships, how things interact, physics, light. It's fundamentally more complex.
So why it matters is if they crack this.
If anyone can just describe a complex virtual environment and have it appear, it changes everything. Design, planning, interaction.
Oh.
It's seen as like the next major frontier after 2D generation.
Okay, shifting again, let's look at some AI research. A study from UC Berkeley and Yale has this method called INTUITOR.
Yeah, it explores how language models might learn reasoning using something like internal confidence, like a gut feeling.
A gut feeling? How does that work?
Well, instead of just rewarding a right final answer, INTUITOR measures the AI's confidence in each word it generates while solving a problem.
So it doesn't need the correct answer or external feedback constantly. It rewards itself for steps it feels sure about.
Pretty much. They tested it on math and programming, did as well as normal training on math, even better on programming tasks.
And it started showing human-like reasoning behaviors, like breaking down problems.
Yeah, planning, step-by-step explanations. It started developing those kinds of strategies.
Huh. So the AI develops its own kind of internal compass based on certainty.
Exactly. And why this is interesting, the parallel to human intuition is strong. We often trust our gut when solving problems.
Right.
So this self-directed approach, relying on internal signals,
Right.
it could be huge for tasks without clear right answers, or where humans don't even know the best way. It lets the AI explore.
Okay, couple more specific updates. Superblocks, they just got $23 million. They're building what they call the first enterprise-ready AI app builder.
Addressing that gap, right? Easy to prototype with prompts, hard to actually build and integrate secure apps.
Yeah, their agent, Clark, uses multiple agents to build apps from scratch, and crucially, it applies the company's own security rules.
And then there's Meta. Sounds like they're shuffling their AI teams around.
Rumors they were struggling to keep pace, maybe.
Could be. The plan seems to be splitting into 2 units. One for fine-tuning current products faster.
And the other?
Focus purely on the big goal, AGI. working on the next llama models. The thinking is narrower goals might speed things up.
And finally, in this batch of updates, this really interesting story about AI agents raising money for charity.
Yeah, a nonprofit called Sage set a challenge.
Yeah.
Could top AI models launch a charity campaign in 30 days, totally from scratch?
And they did it.
They did. Chose Helen Keller International, set up a Just Giving campaign, made social media accounts.
Which model did best?
Claude 3.7 seemed to shine. It posted on forums, wrote press releases, even did an AMA.
An AMA, wow.
And Gemini 2.5 Pro did something really clever, using a system like LimeWire for file sharing between agents. Ingenious problem solving.
But they hit roadblocks too, like navigating the web.
Definitely. The web's designed to block bots, right? That was tough.
Yeah.
And humans had to help them understand concepts like having their own computer.
Fascinating. So they raised $2,000.
Yep. $2 in a month, mostly crowdsourced. And then the agents apparently decided their next step was to write their own story and share it in person. A little bit of autonomy showing through.
Okay, let's broaden out now. Quicker pace here, hitting some other key things happening across the AI world.
Right. Mistral launched its Building Blocks API, lets companies build agents with their models, has built-in memory, MCP integration, and orchestration for multi-agent stuff.
Anthropic's Claude 4 Sonnet hit a new state-of-the-art score on the ARC AGI2 benchmark, beat 03.
Google DeepMind teased SpAItial, a model for translating sign language to text. Still in development, but potentially huge.
Salesforce bought Informatica for $8 billion. It's about cloud data management, strengthening their infrastructure for, you guessed it, AI agents.
The browser company, the Arc browser folks, pivoting hard to focus fully on their AI-first Dia browser. Big bet on AI changing how we use the web.
Anthropic is rethinking that rule about job candidates not using AI during hiring. Times are changing.
And WordPress, powering like 43% of the web, is creating a whole new division just for AI products. They already have over 650 AI plugins, so they see the trend.
All right, finally, let's run through some trending AI tools that people are checking out. Quick hits.
Claude Code from Anthropic is generally available now. It's their agentic coding tool.
Nemotron Ace Reason, NVIDIA's model focused on math and code reasoning.
Llama Factory lets you fine-tune open-source LLMs with no code.
Opus Clip Thumbnail, one-click AI thumbnail generator for videos.
PXB, an AI photo editor for getting professional visuals more easily.
i10X aims to be one place to access all your different AI agents and tools.
Umi Agent Studio, enterprise tool for designing and managing AI agents for productivity.
Listener gives you personalized meeting notes and summaries based on your team's context.
And Morphic, open source AI tool for querying your own private documents, research papers, reports, that kind of thing.
So looking back at all that, wow, from AI getting a voice to trying to build 3D worlds to learning reasoning, even agents doing charity work.
Yeah, it really shows how AI capabilities are just branching out everywhere and fast.
It makes you wonder, right? How soon before these different threads start weaving together?
A voice-controlled AI that can reason about problems and generate interactive 3D spaces. What does that even look like in a few years for how you work or create?
That's a really powerful thought. The potential combinations are staggering. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Hope this gave you a useful shortcut to what's happening in AI right now.
Definitely follow AI Briefs so you catch our future deep dives.
And if this was helpful, please do share it with anyone else you think will be interested in keeping up with AI.